To tell this story, we have to go back to 1895. Jose Rodriguez, who had already been named a count at that time, took possession of a vast estate. He ordered a beautiful artificial cave built there to escape his hectic life. A narrow grotto was carved from his palace to the very cave around which our story centers. Years ago, the Count wed a top official's daughter. They never fell in love. At night, he remembered his childhood crush and recalled what it was like to love. Fate made it so that at one of the parties our Count organized in his own gardens, he met his first love again. From then on, they secretly rekindled their romance. It was in that cave described earlier, where they met every night. They talked about a future together, dreamed of intertwining their lives, but they were only dreams. The Count knew his divorce would have serious consequences and never found the courage to fight for his love. It was then, on one of those nights, that his beloved didn't show up and would never appear again. Did she get tired of his false promises? The devastated Count resigned himself to keep living a life that others saw as perfect. We'll begin with this part of the estate. Look at this architecture, huh? The glass on the door is still there. And here is Indrian, probably some bust. There's practically nothing left.
How beautiful.
The property has been abandoned since 1980. Most of the things we're going to see in this video are outdoors. And then we'll go to that house, show a bit of that house, and go through a tunnel that goes underneath. And it leads to some fountains, some artificial lakes, and a garden. We'll go over there and see everything, which will be the best part of the video. This is also very beautiful, even if it's just the outside, because there's nothing left inside. Everything is falling apart. Look at the tiles, these ones here. And here we have many more. And some stairs, thank you. Let's go down for a moment to see what's downstairs and then we'll come back up. Here, there are tiles everywhere. All the walls are covered with tiles. Let's go back and keep looking at the upstairs area. Look at this image, hunting what appears to be a deer with spears. And here, it also looks like another hunting scene. How beautiful this must have been back in its day. It's been abandoned for so many years. If I remember correctly, they abandoned it in 1925 or 1930 more or less. This is already part of the main house's facade. They also had images on tiles here. That's how they're still preserved very well. And this one here is beautiful. Look here at the fountains they had. There are more fountains. We just need to find them through the tunnel. Several gardens remain. Here, when you enter, there are more fountains. I'm going to show the facade from the entrance, so you can see it better. And now let's go inside. As you can see, it's very worn out. It still has some details left, but very few. But the few it has are very interesting, like this one here. Here's a bamboo cane, held with a watering can. Mirrored in this. It was a very stately palace. The marble fireplace. The upper part is in very bad condition. There are practically no details left. So we're going to where the tunnel is. We're on the lower floor of the palace. And right here we have the tunnel. This is the grotto that reaches several points of the estate. One of them is a very beautiful garden and a fountain with an artificial lake. I don't know if we're going to make it, honestly. They would use this as a storage room. This part here. You have to go down several meters. It's really flooded. We're here now. Soaked with water. And with mud. The tunnel narrows and there's a path. There's X in this one. The arrows indicate it's this way. It won't fit this way, not even the backpack. Wow. A bunch of mosquitoes. How cool, huh? And over there, some other X's like the path is blocked or that's not the way. Let's follow the arrows for now. Wow, I don't know if you can see all the mosquitoes, but there are too many. We have to crouch down because the path has been made there, but it's gotten much lower. Oh wow, there's a lot more water here. Wow, Kyle. This water is too much. Bye, I'm going to try to put my foot in. Wow, it's freezing. I hope it's worth it. Wow. I can't feel my feet. Okay. Ow, ow. Another arrow. Let's go over there. Yeah, look, we already have the exit. Now it discovers more and more. Remember it. My feet hurt a lot. It's finally over. A triton. It's a triton. That's awesome. These little animals are endangered. And this one is in its tiny form. These ones get huge and end up being able to live out of water. But while they're this tiny, they still can't live outside of water. How precious. Let's keep going. Let's leave it alone. After all this suffering, it's going to be worth it. Let's see if he's carrying the shawls. It took us more than 10 minutes to cross. Wow. This used to be an artificial lake.
Beautiful?
I thought we would have to take different routes to get here, but here's what I was looking for. Which is this part right here. You're going to be amazed by this. It's beautiful. Wow. I just stepped right into the mud. That's disgusting. Good thing I have other sneakers to change into. It's an artificial, not natural cave. They made it so it would have the shape of a cave. Legend has it that in this garden there were two lovers who had a forbidden relationship between them. They would meet in this secret garden. Over there, there's what looks like a gargoyle. Let's cross the walkway to get to that little viewpoint. It's completely covered by plants and they just keep growing. We can already appreciate it from here.
Let's go back.
And over there were some stairs inside. Look at what it was. Like a kind of artificial river. Or a lake that surrounded all of East Mirador, making a small island in the middle. A beautiful place. At the time, it must have been impressive. The truth is, the palace was very run down, and I don't usually go to these places. Record them, much less upload them to YouTube. But in this case, it seemed really interesting to me. The tunnel we had to go through to get to this part here, which is beautiful, and just for that, it's worth it. Should we upload it to YouTube for you to watch? This structure, it's impressive. Let's go up the stairs. It looks like there's a little balcony over here. The structure they created is amazing, and the realism they gave to a curve, really. How beautiful.